everyone, you join me inside a brand new 2018 Corvette Grand Sport. It's finished in a beautiful orange metallic hue that's brand new for this model year. We are in the canyons of Malibu, California, and we're gonna have a lot of fun today. If you look right here, we have our drive mode selector. There are a range of settings here in the dash that goes from tour to sport to track. There's also eco and weather mode, but we don't care about any of that. We're in the canyons, it's a beautiful day. We're gonna go right into track. And as soon as I switch over to track mode, the exhaust gets much louder. This car has the active exhaust, I believe it's called the NPP exhaust. I believe that's the right way to call it. And as soon as you put it in track mode, everything gets much louder and everything sounds much better. Take a listen to this. That's a really nice sound. So, let's go for a drive. All right, behind the wheel of a brand new Corvette Grand Sport with a 7-speed manual transmission. I have to say, out of the entire Corvette lineup, this is the one I'm the most curious about. So to give you all a primer, the Corvette Grand Sport has a very great sounding, naturally aspirated 6.2 liter V8, the LT1, that makes 460 naturally aspirated horsepower. And would you just listen to it? Hopefully the audio comes in well. Now you may be wondering, why is the Grand Sport the most interesting Corvette to me? What about the Z06? What about the CR1? Well, there's something just absolutely delightful about a naturally aspirated small block Chevy V8 engine. And also, I think for the price point, the Grand Sport offers an incredible bang for the buck. But don't discount it as just a value-sized Corvette. It's so much more than that. The Grand Sport is one of the lightest Corvettes you can get, and it's also one of the least powerful, although least powerful is relative when you're working with 460 horsepower and a lot of torque. What that means is, unlike the 650 horsepower and the 750 horsepower supercharged Corvettes, this one's more approachable. You can use more of the power more of the time, which sounds really obvious, but it means you can enjoy it more. You don't have to wait for a massive straightaway to enjoy it. That said, this is going to disappoint exactly no one in a straight line. It's very, very quick. I think this thing's running like low 12-second, maybe high 11-second quarter miles out of the box, which is very impressive. But yes, I think the naturally aspirated LT1 V8 engine is kind of the sweet spot in the lineup. Whether you're a canyon carver, weekend enthusiast, or the track day warrior, this is going to be a kind of trouble-free power plant. It's going to have enough power to set a very fast lap time if that's what you're interested in if you buy the Grand Sport. But it's also a lot of fun up here in the canyons. So what else do you get with the Grand Sport? So you have the naturally aspirated LT1 engine, and in this case, the excellent 7-speed manual transmission, which is the transmission to get, I must say. But you also get, crucially, all of the chassis developments from the crazier Z06. So you have the big wide wheels and the massive sticky tires, the firmer suspension, and the thing is, with the LT1 engine, it's really approachable, it's really fun to drive. But at the same time, it's rowdy, but it's still very friendly. Canyon. This is a very tight technical road, and I think if you were in a Z06 or even a ZR1, you'd be struggling to keep up with this car. Just because I know with that natural aspirated power plant, the power delivery is very linear, it has enough torque to get me out of the corners in the bottom of second gear, and it's a really great car to drive. This car has the optional carbon ceramic braking package, which not only are the rotors and calipers absolutely enormous, but they seem to work pretty well. That said, being a brand new car, I think I am furnishing the brake pads for Chevrolet, because I'm smelling a bit of brake pad. Of course, being carbon ceramic, the braking performance is still fabulous. But I think if you were going to buy one of these cars and you were a really committed canyon carver or a track day person, you need to upgrade your brake pads. So I have to say, the steering on this car is absolutely fabulous. Those massive front Michelin tires work so well with this power steering system. It communicates beautifully. You can tell exactly what the front tires are doing, and it's full of road feel, and it's very delightful. It's not gritty or grainy. It gives you exactly what you want and makes for a very enjoyable driving experience. Much like the communicative steering and the really sharp engine, this transmission talks to you. If you bog it off the line, the clutch will chatter. The clutch has a nice heft to it. The shifter is nice and meaty. That said, the throws on this 7-speed shifter are really tight and really short. Because they have that extra gate to fit the 7th gear, the gear spacing is very close. That said, I've not had any issues where I accidentally grabbed the wrong gear, at least not yet. So when you're driving Corvette through the canyons, the Grand Sport, or really any of them, you do notice the fact that this thing has very wide hips and very wide fenders. It makes it a bit unnerving at times to go around some of the more tight corners in the canyons because these roads are very, very tight. But you just have to have faith that that massive front end with all of its grip it does offer is going to go where you want it to go. And if you scrape the chin spoiler, so be it. So if it sounds like I'm in love with the Corvette Grand Sport, it's because I kind of am. That said, no car is perfect, and the Grand Sport is no exception to that rule. So what don't I like about this car? This C7 Coupe is actually a Targa with a removable top. I wish there was an actual fixed roof coupe option for the more hardcore buyers. Having the open roof is fine and all, but you do feel a bit of cowl shake, and there are a few little squeaks and rattles in this car, which is a bit embarrassing considering it has just 600 miles on it and it's been just broken in right from Chevrolet. I think I'm one of the first people to drive this car in the press. But it's okay, because you get to hear all of this! So let's wrap it up. What do I think about the Corvette Grand Sport? I think it's one of the best sports cars you can buy for the money. And this is no bargain bin sports car. This thing truly is top shelf quality. A standard Grand Sport costs $65,495 with a manual transmission. This loaded 3LT car, with its gorgeous interior amenities, Sebring Orange paint, Z07 performance package, and competition bucket seats, rings in at a sneeze under $81,000. Out of all that, the must-haves are the competition seats for $1,995 and the $79.95 Z07 performance package. The Brembo carbon ceramic brakes and Z07 suspension are worth their weight in gold. It's a lot of car for about 75 grand. Good God. Good Lord. That is an excellent sound and an excellent way to end this review. Thanks for watching.